A message here says, I'm a 25-year-old graduate and married men seem to be particularly attracted to me. I've been in a serious relationship with this married man for 2 years. Issue is, he's been married for the past 9 years and his wife has not been able to conceive. He asked me to consider having a baby for him because he desperately wants to be a father. I love him so much and I really don't mind getting pregnant for him, but the question is, will I be doing the right thing?
Are you coming to me?
Gail, talk to me.
Wow. You see, when it comes to you having something to do with a married person, usually the married person, is more committed to whoever he's married to, because then they sign documents and stuff. So definitely, he will always, I'm not saying always, but most of the time, they will think about the other person before making certain decisions. The third will, and he's asking you to give him a child, you have to know that it should be your choice if you want to have a baby, not necessarily for him, but for you. Because if you make a mistake thinking, oh, I'm with him, hoping that maybe when I have a kid with him, maybe it will, cement things between us. Maybe it's going to make him love me or leave his wife or something. You're setting yourself up. So I think if you want a baby, just know that you are also making a choice in the matter, not having a baby because he asked you to, but you also want to have one. And keep an open mind and be like, okay, I want to have a baby for myself. And make sure you're also in a position where you can also financially take care of the kid as well. Because you can't expect everything to be on the guy. You have to make sure you're responsible for your choices in everything that you do in the relationship. And if you think that it's not going to go that way or you're expecting more, and I'll tell you then you shouldn't go ahead with it, because having a baby, it's a huge responsibility. And you don't want to have one when you're not very sure of your, should I say, the situation, if you're not very, because usually people expect that when you're having a baby, it should be a father and mother. They feel they have to have that balance, right, all the time. But you're with somebody who's also committed to somebody else.
Okay.
You understand? So, and it's only the guy who knows who he's more committed to. Usually when they're playing the fields, they will know, hey, because sometimes the wife can even be the side chick in his mind. You know that? And then they'll give more to the side chick, and the wife is just, a fixture, like, on paper,
right,
trophy wife. But then the one that he's really chilling with is the... So I really don't know how the guy, but you brought the story, and you are also making a choice of bringing someone else into this world. It's not a joke. You should think about it well and make sure that if you're having this baby, know that if the guy is not on the same page with you as time goes on, don't come and cry foul and be like, oh, you said I should have a baby for him and and now we hear all these things all the time. So make sure you're ready,
right,
to handle things when the guy, doesn't step up to the plate. Let me just put it that way. So it's up to you. You have to think through before.
Okay.
And it should be your choice as well.
So from what you're saying, if my like your thought patterns or anything to go by, you don't particularly have issues with the fact that he's married.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not preaching go have an affair with a married man, but this is a story that the person brought, and people are allowed to have, people even married 2 wives, 3 wives. Who knows if the guy wants to even marry eventually? I don't know, you see? So like I'm saying, if you want to have a kid, the guy knows the situation. He knows he's married as well. So we can't put all on the lady as well. It's 2 adults, and this is what they want to do. So if you want to do that as well, just think through before and make sure it's your decision as well. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Claudia, let me bring you in. What do you think about this?
So her question is, she wants to do it, but she wants to know if it's right or wrong.
Right.
Right as in morally right or religiously right, or because in the first instance, you shouldn't even be with a married man. So why would you want to have a baby with a married man? And I'm going specifically by her question if it's right. And I'm asking, right, as to what? Which yardstick or which religious book or moral code are we using? If we are going by the Bible, it's adultery, my dear sister, it's wrong. But if you still, people read the Bible and still sin anyway, and being with an adulterer, she's already sinning. So she's moved past that mental conviction of feeling bad over adultery. So that is not even a problem for her anymore. She's beyond repairs in that sense. It's no longer, she no longer has the moral conviction. So I'm surprised she's asking if it's right or not. Now she needs to ask herself practical questions. Is she mentally ready to be a single mom? Because it's a whole lot raising a child. It's easy when you don't have a baby and you sit there, you romanticize the whole idea of someone's husband who sneaks into your room every 1 week or 1 day in a week or sometimes 2 hours. He takes you on vacation to Dubai, this glamorous life. Imagine that with a baby. Are you still going to get over that? So she should think about herself. She shouldn't even think about the man in this instance. Her life is going to change because parenting and children change your life. So she should be mentally ready. And you are going to do it alone. For me, I don't even care about societal stigma or judgment because whatever you do, society will judge you. So she should be ready for the judgment as well. And you are always going to be the other woman. You're always going to be the secret woman, the one with the secret child. And your child is always going to suffer that stigma of where is my dad? Oh, I only see my dad once in a week, or I see him 3 times in a week. And in the middle of the night when the baby is sick, you are on your own driving to the hospital by yourself. Like, what's there to gain? Is it the money? Because you're not going to get the full companionship. And it's a life of single motherhood. Unless along the line he decides that, okay, I'm going to leave my wife and marry you. That's probable, highly probable or not. Why would you want to put yourself in this condition? Is it because no man is coming? You feel you are never going to meet a man who you would love again, who would give you the full security that comes with marriage and the happiness? Okay, maybe you've decided you never want to get married. That's also a choice. But then are you ready to be a single mother? Because there's the idea that I don't want to get married, but I'm going to have a baby with a single man who is also ready to be a father. That's a different arrangement. This is someone's husband that you are stealing to have a baby with. So what are you going to gain? The money? So it depends on what gives her happiness. If it's money that gives her happiness, she can go ahead because after all, the man will be giving her money. And then she should be ready to do all the emotional burden, all the changing of the diapers, the crying in the night, all the childcare, all the PTA meetings, the university driving, taking the child to your family house, explaining to everybody how you have a child out of wedlock with someone's husband when there are single men around waiting and ready to have children with you, even if you don't want to get married. So I don't really understand why she feels it's a good idea. Maybe because of the money. Maybe because no man is coming, her biological clock is ticking. And so she's tricking herself into thinking that she's in love with the man who is going to take care of her. Most people are with men because of their money, not because they love them. Take away the money and she might not even talk to this married man again. So I'm very confused, but I want her to sit back and ask herself if she's ready for the mental drama and trauma that is coming. And she should think that the glamorous life is 50-50. It might get better after the child comes. It might drop after the child comes. A man can get you a house, a car, blah, 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 simple because you've given him a child. Or upon the baby coming, his love might drop because now he has what he wants. There was a child he wanted. You're a baby producing machine. Now he has the baby. What's the incentive? So she needs to think it through and talk to some adults, probably some single parents who are doing it, and understand the real life challenges. Because I lived with a single mom and I know firsthand what she had to go through. The career that she couldn't go because it was just her. She needs to think about that. If she's a career woman, she's going to make very, 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 very big sacrifices. Unless the man is so rich, he gets her 24/7 nanny, then she can leave her child and go, because part of parenting is looking after the child. And if the parent is in the home, you can share childcare. But this is the case where he's with his wife. 2 a.m. in the night, can you call him to come and drive you to the hospital or to come and join you in the hospital? You are going by yourself. So she should think about it.
Right. I really love how you've, laid it all out on the table, because usually people take decisions for now and fail to look into the future. So Claudia, I really love how you've laid it out on the table. Ceci, you've had your like what's going on here?
Don't
like,
do
what are you
it.
thinking about?
Don't do it.
Not a good
Don't
idea,
do
huh?
it. No. She just graduated from uni. 25. At 25, you want to tie yourself down with a baby. Postpartum depression is real. See, even those of us in marriages are suffering from postpartum depression. It is not easy. She's not ready for all the drama that is going to come after this baby is born. The sleepless nights, because babies will wake up every 1 hour to breastfeed. You need someone to help you out. Like when maybe you get maybe an hour or 2 hours sleep, then the person will bottle feed the baby from the breast milk that you have pumped, something. You need a lot of help. So if you have a family that frowns on this and they are not happy with it, the likelihood that you're going to get someone to help you out with this child is very low. Because maybe your mom, who you need the most, what if she's very upset about it? The man is taking advantage of you. You are convenienced because his wife has not been able to have a baby for him after 9 years of marriage. Okay, so the way you mentioned, he desperately wants to be a father. Okay, it's not like he loves you so much that he wants to build a life with you, that he wants to have a baby with you.
He just wants to be a father.
He just wants to be a father. So you are just an avenue of convenience for him to get what he has been looking for 9 years. Don't do it. What do you want out of life? What kind of life do you want for yourself? Because after university, what next? You work. You build a career. You can't do that easily with a baby. So don't do it.
If he's
Don't.
serious, you should pay a surrogate. If he's serious about having a child, you should
Exactly.
pay a surrogate
Exactly.
mother. Pay the dollars. And let's see if he's really serious about it. He's just looking for a cheap way to have a child and probably lying to you that he loves you. Just taking advantage of it. You should go and look for a surrogate.
Don't do it.
Yeah. I mean, I have to agree with Ceci and Claudia, man. You're on your own today.
Wow.
No, seriously. You're 25. Like, I remember when I was 25, I had not left uni too long ago, and my whole future was ahead of me, and I didn't know how things were going to pan out. Needless to say, I've stayed in the media for 20 years now? 21? Wow. Been here for a long time. And it's been absolutely amazing. I'm just saying, and I have to agree with my sisters, Charlie. There's so much more that you can do, and you are worth so much more than settling for someone else's husband. Personally, I think so. There are lots of young men out there, and if you're young, I'm sure you're beautiful, and this man wants you, trust me, there are other men who would want you too. Like, I think, find your own. For me, it's even more of an ego thing. Like, why should I come and father you? Like, no, Charlie. I want my own man as well. I'm not going to be your side chick. I'm sorry, I'm too good for that. If you are looking for a side chick, not this person. And that's the kind of attitude that you should have. Find your own man and build something with him. I think it's a way better route to take, or path to tread. So look into it, my dear sister. There's a lot more of life ahead of you.
For me,
Yeah.
the last question is what's, just like Claudia, it's irked me a lot.
Yeah.
You want to know if what you're doing is right. Already you are dating a married man. You didn't ask whether that was right or wrong.
Yeah,
Now
it's
you are
the
talking,
baby
you're talking
bits.
about a baby. Come on.
Well, it's not a good idea.
No.
I don't think so.
Don't do it.
Only Gil thinks it's a good idea. Or you
do
want to
it.
change your
Like I
mind.
said, no, and you see, I think I said I'm not asking you to go for someone's husband, but it's the story. I'm talking in the context.
Yes,
You
but we're
said
also
she's
talking in the same
She's
context.
already with the guy for almost 2 years. She's been dating. She didn't just meet the guy and he says, "Give me a child."
It doesn't make it right.
I never said that. She brought the story. I like the way you're looking at me. She brought the
Hey, I'm not judging. I'm just
She
saying.
brought the story, and she's like, she's an adult. She's an adult. That's why I said,
Yeah, but the fact that you're an adult doesn't mean you're smart.
Thank you. So think about it. You
Or
have no
wise.
idea that people who are like
Or
15,
wise.
they are fools at 40.
Exactly.
So that's why I
Plenty
said,
of them.
think about it. and make decisions that will favor you. That's
Right.
all I said.
Yeah.
That's all I said. I wasn't, saying it's right or wrong or whatever.
But that's, you see, you should be able to, well, anyway.
Charlie, you tell people only come with their stories just to be told, don't do it. They've already made up their mind. They've already made up their mind. I know.
Oh, so you're saying at this point she's already made up her mind.
I know
Just
for
wants-
sure. Yes.
Because the way
I
she
know
said
for
she
sure.
doesn't mind having a baby. for him.
Don't you listen to the vibe there? Yeah.
So you can't
Charlie-
change her mind.
Oh,
Or if
you
she's being a
can't.
fool because she's made up her mind,
Maybe
you should be
I
able to tell her.
can't, but let her listen to all the advice
if you know
and then
it-
make up her own mind based on that.
Don't do
Because
it.
I will never tell someone, go for somebody's husband. I won't say that.
Don't do it.
I won't say that. But
Okay, don't do it.
Don't.
okay, yes.
Trust us.
If you
Do
want
not.
to decide, go for
Bad move,
surrogate
really
mother.
bad. And you're too young. Like if you were a little older, I'd be saying, okay,
Like
maybe you're
45
concerned.
or-
Yeah.
yeah.
But even that, Charlie, don't do it. 25.
Charlie.
You haven't seen anything yet.
Hey,
The prime of your life.
Yeah, at the prime of your life. Charlie, we'll end it here. Be
Yeah, it's
grateful.
been explosive.
No, I'm kidding. We're actually out of time. Claudia, it's been great and good to see you.